Venom simulator. That sounds far too dangerous. I don't think we want that. Just firing up the last few things here, and then hopefully we can get rolling soon. What was the stream notification? What was cool about it? All right, I'm going to, let's see. Ooh, it's noisy out because other planes are moving about. Oh, okay. Say Intentions thinks I'm still on the flight I did yesterday. Which is ironic because it actually ended up in Sydney. So maybe that's what got it confused. Yep, it's a jet, and it is a jet star as well. So the A321 Phoenix. I haven't flown this in a while, so I'm suspecting that things are going to go um, all kinds of poorly. But we're going to try to see how well or poorly things will go. Can we get electricity? Yes, that's good. We'll get ground power so that things can start up. I do have to configure some cameras still, so we're going to go back to doing that. That's good. We should actually be able to get some... should be able to see some GSX folks in here later. Oh, I don't want to edit it. I wanted to change group. Cabin. I suppose you could call it Jetstar Star, but I think it's just supposed to be Jetstar there. Mighty sandwich. And we should have a lot of cabin views on this plane. That should do nicely. Let's see, overhead. Yeah, we're going to have to adjust this. That's better. This one's fine. I can actually check real quick if we need to calibrate these. No, I think we're good. Okay, so that one's still wrong. Why is that one still wrong? Is it because I keep copying from an incorrect one? 58. Okay. Why do I keep getting that wrong? All right, let's see what kind of community folders views we can get here. I really just want some that look out of the window. Out the window. PAX engine. Okay, I don't know. They're made for this plane, but they're clearly not great. That's terrible. Passengers on wing we generally frown upon. Okay, that's a little bit better. So we'll take this, we'll take this, we'll take this. Those are the kind of ones I was looking for. The engine ones are not great, but they're okay. We'll import those. We'll get these two. Oh, that one's kind of cool, actually. So this is going to become... It's not great the way that they've lined this up. Let's see if I can fix this a little bit. Go down a bit. That's better. And that's got to go into our wing views group. And this one will adjust a tiny bit as well. Much better. Okay, the engine views, those are... No, they both need to be adjusted too. They're way too high. I don't know who did this. That's better. I love how easy it is to adjust this stuff, though. And frankly, this little control panel here is pretty slick, pretty ingenious. Well done, Parallel 42. Okay, I think we're good on this. Let's see, we've got lots of cabin views to cycle through. We've got some engine views. We've got some wing views. We've got our gear view. We can cycle through all the... I don't actually know what this button does. That's our overhead. Okay, good. I think we can actually go ahead and try to configure the airplane. Let's go back to the overhead. Let's set the emergency exit lights. We'll turn on the oxygen. We will... Those don't work? Oh, okay, there we go. We'll align the nav, the IRSs, and we'll get our nav lights on. We'll do the APU in a minute, but we'll do fueling first, I think. Let's load our flight plan into the EFB here. And we want to, let's make sure that we are using GSX. We should, unless it's lost my settings. Wait for refuel before boarding. No, we don't need to do that. That's one thing that just takes a bit too long. So let's load the aircraft with GSX boarding and refueling. We'll do the whole thing. Evening, screw it. This is such a beautiful airport here in Sydney. There's a fuel truck coming in the back. We're really going to take our time. We're going to spend like an hour on the ground here, so. I like this view. I like the view from the tower. We're over here somewhere, I think over there. It's a busy airport. There's the catering truck. I never paid attention to how detailed these GSX people are. It's pretty good, actually. Okay, well, while we're waiting for the refueling, let's get our FMC programmed and we'll get our clearance so that we can also get the menu at the top of the screen icon. So flight initialization, init data request. We do not have an alternate because we're literally flying into the middle of nowhere and there's just not a lot there. Can do. Should be able to. Yep. Jetstar 141, we are ready to copy our IFR clearance from Sydney to November Charlie Romeo Golf. I think we're 141, I don't even know. Yes, we are. That was very good, very quiet. Say intentions. We'll get you tuned up a bit. So we are Jetstar. All right, we'll get November. We'll clear to Rarotonga after departure. We'll fly radar vectors to Tissat, then as filed. Departure runway will be 34 left. Initial climb to 4,000 feet. Departure on 124.4, and we'll squawk 3422. Jetstar 141. Cargo doors are open. There we go. I was waiting for that. I want to go to the cabin. Why? I think we should be seeing passengers walk in. A pushback tag now? No, not yet. There they go. That's the cabin crew. Excellent. Looks like they're even wearing Jetstar colors. Oh, this guy, he's in a hurry. First one on the plane. Well, it looks like the seated passengers are broken again. That's annoying. I thought they fixed that. I don't know why this keeps breaking. I like how they actually bend over. They crouch down a bit. She's on every single flight I've done. All right, let's put the squawk code in real quick. Three, 4, 2, 2. All right, we will go and now that we have fuel on board, we'll go fire up our APU. And we were told it was going to be departure on runway 34 left. Oh, my MCDU for the Airbus is supposed to arrive tomorrow. With a little bit of luck, if UPS holds true to their word, I'll be able to have my Boeing uh, and the Airbus version. Okay, so it's radar vectors from there to Tessat. That's pretty much it at this point. We're just waiting for all the passengers to get on board. It's a 15 knot crosswind on this runway, so that's going to be spicy. Let's get the ATIS real quick too while we're waiting. Just to make sure we get the right barometer set. Yeah, they just they all have no clip cheats enabled. 1021. That's what it was earlier today as well. Okay. So that's good. We can switch to ground actually because well, we're not quite ready yet. Next we will be, so might as well switch to the ground frequency. And while we wait for them, I've got a little bit more SPAD configuration to do here. I need a few more buttons moved. 147 out of 192. All right, we're getting closer to having this ready to go. We put in our departure. We've got the APU running. Should probably put the APU bleed on so we don't sweat to death here. No smoking signs. Seatbelts on. Let's have another look at the... this is such a beautiful scenery. Fly Tampa, Sydney scenery. And at the moment, I'm just using the FSLTL traffic injector alongside Say Intentions, but Say Intentions should be getting full traffic in like 2 weeks or so. And I'm very much looking forward to that. Have we still got more luggage coming there? No, boarding's completed. That guy must be heading somewhere else. Okay. I think we can call for push and start. I think we are ready to go here. We've got the cargo doors open still, but they should be closing. Yeah, they just did. All good there. Okay, let's disconnect the ground power. Actually, it'll do that automatically. That's one thing I really like about the Fenix GSX integration. If I turn on the beacon, which I'm about to do, it should automatically trigger the pushback sequence. So let's ask for that. Ground Jetstar 141, we're ready for push and start. Push and start approved, face south, Jetstar 141. Somehow the co-pilot's a bit slow in Say Intentions today. So, beacon on. Fuel pumps on. Ignition on. Interrupt, pushback, no. I don't know why that pops up, but... We just double check. We have 41,000 pounds of fuel on board. That's what we want. We did forget something. I knew there was something else. We need to get our weights in here. So let me just get that real quick. We are at 149.3 / 25.8. We can get our fuel planning done that way. Confirm. So we did that just in time. We can get the our V speeds here. We can get them once we're pushing back. So I think we can actually calculate and send them from here. 3-4 left. Sync the load sheet. Sync the weather. Calculate. Send to the MCDU and voila. 163. Okay. Face south, so we want our nose to the left. We shall release the parking brakes. And we'll engine 2 lever not at idle. Pretty sure it is though. Or maybe they're not. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's right. It's not on here, is it? It's on the... Is it in here that we do that? Config. I don't think that's... I think that's perfectly fine at idle. I don't think there's any issue. Controls config. Let's just have a quick look. Oh, that's fine. There actually are a couple of views that I still want to add. I usually have a couple of cockpit views that I might be able to steal from we can try. Yeah, we'll bring this one in. And the jump seat one. Yep. And the left one maybe even. Yep, we'll bring all three of those in. Sweet. Because I like this view because it's kind of nice to show to everybody on the stream. You get a nicer view of more than being able to see more than just out the front window. Yeah, I don't know why you keep complaining about. Throttles are perfectly idle. This is kind of a nice chase plane view as well, where you can go to the nearest runway. Unfortunately, this is at the end of the runway where they're landing from that direction. 3-4 left. This will be one. Okay, we can watch some other planes take off while we sit here for a little bit. We can actually see planes waiting. Oh, and that one just disappeared. Maybe we can watch this Qantas. What is that? Like an A310 almost? Looks like a wide body Airbus. Oh, actually, I wonder if me being here with the camera is screwing them up. Hmm. Like, I wouldn't think so, but you never know. Just a camera. But I don't know how Chase Plane does it. It might actually, like, make it appear as if we're in the way. Oh, one of them's landing. That's why they're waiting. Whee! There he goes. Think someone's landing right above us. Yep. That's really cool. All right. As cool as that is, let's go back to our airplane and we'll get ourselves set up here. So what do we need? We've got the engines are running. So flaps 1. We can turn off the APU and the APU bleeds. We will need spoilers armed and auto brake max. And we can test the takeoff config. Oh, the flaps are still moving. We'll wait for that real quick. All right, let's check that again. Takeoff config. There we go. Nope. Maybe I didn't actually pay very close attention. Are we doing a flaps 2? We are. We're doing flaps 2. Flaps 2 takeoff. There we go. TO config normal. Let's also be good about this and do a flight controls check. So full down, full up, full right, full left, and the rudder full to the right, full to the left. Okay, good. We also have our usual message from our company, probably yelling at us that we're hours late, but that's because I did the sim brief thing earlier. Actually, it's just our load sheet for now. Let's just review that. We have 192 passengers plus 6, which is the cabin crew, and 4 cabin crew and 2 in the cockpit. So we'll accept that. We've got our flight plan in there. We are ready to taxi. Ground Jetstar 141, ready to taxi to the active. Taxi to runway 34 via Alpha. We'll cross runway 07, then Alpha 6, Jetstar 141. And let's actually see. I don't remember if I have. These are probably not authenticated anymore. Nope. Let me just do that real quick. Might as well let you see the charts as well. I have them on my iPad here, but this way you can see them. Ground charts. I still can't use a scroll wheel on here, which is unfortunate. Airport info. Well, it did get pinned. Okay, I thought that they did that now. So we are... Oh. We are just up here at the international terminal. We are taxiing via Alpha. We have to go all the way down to the bottom there. So we are, I like that you can draw in here. So we're going to go like this. We're going to taxi all the way down Alpha. We'll cross 07. All the way down. I really want Navigraph to let me do this on the iPad. And as I say that, I think... Yep, that they've added that actually a while ago. I probably missed that completely, so I just drew the same line on my physical iPad as I did there. Okay. All right, parking brake released. Let's give it a little bit of throttle. This thing moves really easily, very quickly. Let's check our nose wheel steering. Seems to be working. Excuse me. What was our initial climb altitude? I do not remember. I think it was 4,000. It It's usually 4,000 out of Sydney. I've been flying out of Sydney quite a bit lately because I've been doing a lot of long hauls and in the A380. And Sydney just happens to be one of those places where, Qantas flies to a bunch of different places around the world in the A380 from here. In fact, there was one sitting right next to us, a stationary, right back there. Oh, I didn't want to switch to the co-pilot seat. See, the throttles are at idle, and it still goes. It's a runaway airplane, this one. Looking left and right, looks clear on the runway. You'll also notice that the cockpit camera shakes a lot more now with the chase plane. Hi, Cayenne. My dog is bored. Yes, I know, but I'm doing a flight. Yes, you're a cute girl. Traffic injecting is a tough habit to kick, but I hope AI can help soon. I'm waiting for AI to cure me of the traffic injection. Just do it all for me and do it much better so it feels more real. That weather out there looks pretty rainy over the ocean, and we're going to be heading not quite in this direction. We're going to be heading a little bit more to our 9 o'clock, I think, out of here. Or, yeah, 9 o'clock, more to our left after takeoff. I think we'll be doing a... It was Radar Vector's TESSAT, which is not actually showing up. Oh, this is what I get for looking at my iPad. Cayenne. What? Hi. I love you too. I know. We're gonna take off in an airplane. You drooly dog. Hmm? Good girl. You go lay down. Hmm? You go lay down. Don't drool on my hardware, please. Go lay down. You lay down. It's interesting. I get it now. It said Radar Vector's TESSAT, but TESSAT is actually directly over the airport. So that doesn't seem like you can see it down here. It's literally right there. Like we're going to take off that way and then we'll see. We should get radar vectors from ATC. Say Intentions is quite good about that. So, man, the Fenix is touchy on the foot brakes. So sensitive. Over to tower 133.905, Jetstar 141. See you later. Tower Jetstar 141, holding short runway 34 left. Looks like we're second to depart. I don't know what Say Intention is going to do about that. It should be able to see this airplane in front of me. Oh, it's not. Okay. It's not quite seeing it. So that's when it's going to be nice when Say Intentions tests itself. Line up and wait, runway 34 left, Jetstar 141. Line up and wait, Jetstar 141. They need to make up their mind though a little bit, that ATC. We are going to wait for this guy to actually depart. We have the time. Oh man, the chase plane like hitting the brakes is very non-smooth. So I'm pretty sure that that guy is just waiting for this guy up here to land. So I really look forward to when Say Intentions is going to be doing all this airplane stuff, so it'll know. It's not going to tell me to take off right in front of somebody landing and all that stuff. But a couple more weeks, and then we'll see. It'll be available for partners. I'm very much looking forward to it. Oh, that's a 380 landing. No, it's not. Sorry. That's just another chonky wide body. So we'll wait for that one to take off, and then I think we'll wait for the next one to come in and land, actually, and then we'll take off. We'll keep doing the sequence properly here, pretending that ATC is aware of the one that's on final approach. Yeah, actually, the one to the right might be. I think that one's coming in on 3-4 right, not 3-4 left. So I think we are going to go line up and wait. Because I think it will be our turn next. Get the landing lights on, strobes on, check ACAR has been checked. We are tracking the flight. Taxi light off. TRAR. And we'll get the terrain as well. All right. Anytime now, tower. We're ready to go. We'll probably do what the plane ahead of us did. We're going to turn right after departure unless it tells us otherwise. We'll see if they give us any more instructions here or not. There is one landing behind us, but it's back there still. Let me ask. Jetstar 141 lined up and waiting, ready to go. Clear for takeoff, runway 34 left, west, Jetstar 141. All right, man flex, SRS, auto thrust, blue. It's 100 knots. Oh, here's our 50-knot crosswind already. Holy crap. That's V1. And rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. It's a really nice view. Over to departure, Jetstar 141. It's very, very windy. Why aren't they? Okay, I do need to adjust those. Departure, Jetstar 141, climbing through 2,200. Clear direct Dipso, climb flight level 200, Jetstar 141. So, Dipso, I'm just doing that on my MCDU here. There we go. That's great. We get to avoid this weather. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Oh, is this going to take us out over the Sydney Opera House? I think it might. Yeah, it is. Let me put the autopilot on so we can take a nicer look at that. This is the departure you want for the views. Yeah, it's the views right here. That's a ticket. That's a cool view. Yeah, that's a screenshot. Yep. Up to flight level 240, Jetstar 141. Yeah, no passengers. That's not working again. I'm not sure why. Pretty sure it was set up. Oh, that's back in Sydney. 320. Let's do a nice flyby shot here. Those are very cool from chase plane as well. I love those. I could never pull them off with the drone cam myself, so this is for like people that don't have the skills to do it themselves or don't want to do it themselves. That guy was mega Australian. That AI. Take a little look at our route on the charts here. Let's see. So the route itself, does it not show that? Oh, it does. Okay, that's weird. Like zoomed in, the line was off, or it wasn't there. Actually, I think the blue line is hard to tell in the night mode or dark mode here. It's daytime. We can brighten it up. This is easier to see, I think, anyway, for my eyes. So I was not sure if we fly over New Zealand at all, but we do not. We're just gonna miss it. We are flying for the next 5 hours or so with nothing but the ocean underneath us. And then once we get to the Cook Islands, it's a little tiny little island. You can see lots of airways converge here though, because it is a place that bigger planes can land, and there's not many of those out here. Rarotonga. We're going to be coming in from here, and there will be an RNAF to that runway 08 straight in, which is good because we do not have a lot of extra fuel, so we don't really have any other choices. We have to land here. But we got a long way to go. So while we don't fly over New Zealand, we are going to be speaking to Auckland Oceanic. That voice is pretty funny. So is this not... configured? Go to internal. Oh, it's because we're already... it does work. Yeah, okay. I thought it would take me through the various internals. I guess it doesn't do that. That's too bad. Because there are... Maybe I need to add an instruments group or something. Because there are some instrument views here that might... Actually, it's not really any great ones. Main panel left. Yeah, this isn't a bad view, I guess, for stream. I have an idea what I'm going to do with this internal. I'll change this. Sure. Nope, that's not it. $22. One thing I really like is you can assign the same button to multiple camera views and it'll just cycle through it. It's not going to get confused or anything. It's just going to cycle through them. Oh, the circuit breaker wall. That's not a good camera angle though. So, but this way now, if I really want to, I can go show you guys this. Look at all this water on the terrain radar. There's not really much point in having the terrain radar on, to be honest. It is just wet underneath us anyway. That's a cool view of showing us actually climbing still. That's very cool. Almost made it to cruising altitude. This would actually be a really, really scary flight to do in real life with this plane because it's cutting it really close with the fuel. I don't actually think they fly this one for real. I believe they fly the 321 Neo, which is more fuel efficient, or maybe it can hold more, carry more fuel as well. I'm not sure. Um, but with this one, we're only going to have about 2,000 pounds of fuel remaining by the time we land, which is maybe enough for one go around, maybe. But it's like if the weather is awful, or if for some reason something happens to that airport, um, you got nowhere to go. This is a land or die situation in this flight. And there's Alt Cruise. Looks like we do have another company message. This is going to be the message about us taking off late, but that's just... We could try to actually fill this out. I've never really done this, but there is a way to actually send these out. An ADC. See ADC delay card on company tablet and allocate as per so-and-so. Assign free text if applicable. Let's take a look. Why not? It is... These are failures. We don't want to do that. Why is this... Why is this orange? Do we have problems with the IRSs? I don't think so. They did fail, though. There was something weird at the start, but I'm not going to mess with it because... yeah, I don't want to mess with it. Okay, so where is this actually? It's got to be under this then. Company NOTAM. Well, this is all coming from our flight plan. ADC delay cart. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that you can press this to get to this screen. Delay allocation cart. There we go. What can we say? I would say that it was an incorrect departure time because I did not actually set that correctly. We did not really have any other delays. We had a little bit of a delay for the... We did have a departure runway change. So let's see what this looks like on here. I've never done this. We want to ADC delay. Okay, so we're gonna say, hold on, let me go back. We have to find justification for 337 minutes. Okay, we're gonna say that 6 hours of that was actually just the incorrect time. So 360, and the delay code for the incorrect departure time is 0 Delta India. And I'm just putting that into the... And then we're going to say we had a 3-minute ATC startup delay. And we had a runway, departure runway change. That is the remaining 10 minutes of our excuses. We're going to send that. And let's see if we get a message back. Oh, nothing. Oh yeah, there we go. Jetstar Ops, ADC received. That's it, I guess. So paperwork is done. We have filed our reason for our 6.5 hour delay, which is really just a delay between me planning the flight and the stream starting. Now that we're at cruise, actually, the estimated fuel on board has gone up a bit to 5.3 tons or 1,000 pounds. It's a little bit better, a little more buffer. We also have a nice tailwind. The last time I did a really long flight that was going to be really tight on fuel, I had this crazy headwind the entire time. It was almost a disaster. Alrighty, folks, we got about 6 minutes or so left in tonight's stream. We have about 2,000. Oh, that's not right. Is that the? Yeah, we have about 2,285 nautical miles of flight time left. That's not going to happen in 5 minutes, so I'll be landing that plane tomorrow morning. But it's been a pleasure hanging out with you tonight. It's been a wonderful flight. The chase plane camera system worked really well. We had some beautiful screenshots coming out of Sydney. And looking forward to next week's stream as well. We'll see what we'll get up to then. We might be trying the version 2 of the CRJ that was supposed to come out this week, but it's been delayed until next week, so we'll see if it's ready then. We might give that a try, and we might actually get to land an airplane during the stream if we do like a short regional flight. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, Axeman, and everybody else. Be sure to check out shacknews.com, and I will see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. I'll leave you with some cinematics. Take care.